Hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so the time has come to do the oil change and some other upgrades. I picked up a set of these Cortec saddlebags and ears. I'm gonna have to make a dedicated bracket. I like to put something on the back coming down. That's my camera gear, music gear, my phone. I picked up a 12-volt socket with the USB, as well as another one for inside the frunk. Picked up the Ram X mount, which I thought was pretty cool. If I can get it out of the bag one-handed. Yeah, so that's that, which got these spring-loaded jaws, which they say work pretty good, so that should be pretty cool. It's my helmet. I did go with the K&N filter, but I went for the first oil change. I went with the Honda GN4 oil. Went with the 10W40. I also the big purchase was the Shad seat. It's supposed to be a big upgrade over the stock seat, we'll see. And the bottom part, the other part of the seat's in here. We'll start by taking out this front panel here. What I'm going to do is there's two Allen wrenches, one on each side. We're going to start by taking those off and just remove this front piece here. Now, from what I understand, the only thing holding this in is some rubber grommets on each side. Grommets on this side. One in the front. That should do it. Kind of nasty. We'll clean that up. Alright, and there's the oil filter. The exhaust. I don't know how good the lighting is, but they say the oil filter is one of the hardest to get off. It's the worst part of this whole job. We'll see. I'm going to try to take it off. I don't have an oil filter wrench. Some big channel locks. We'll try that first. If not, we'll stick a screwdriver through it. Alright, well, I'm just running the bike for a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes, warm it up a little bit before I drain the oil. I didn't have a drain pan here. I'm at the shop, so I just cut the top off of a gear oil jug, and that should do the trick. I got my 12mm ready, and we're just gonna crack that drain plug loose and start draining the oil. Alright, now I gotta be careful of this exhaust. It is kind of warm. And I also don't want to make a mess. Slowly unscrewing. A little bit of drippage. And I did not want to drop that in there, but oh well. so now on to the oil filter. Well, I dropped the plug in there, so I'm going to use this magnet pickup tool. A rag right here. Fish it out. Alright, we'll put the drain plug back in and then move on to the oil filter. I'll probably drain this before I do the oil filter just so I have it empty to drop the oil filter into. Alright, now the oil filter. Now it's turning. Look at that. You know, everybody talks about how tough it was to get off. I got one of the lucky ones, I guess. All I used is a pair of large channel locks. Now, I'm not saying other people weren't telling the truth. I'm just saying I lucked out. Now, the bike's got about 800 miles on it now. I'm a couple hundred past for the maintenance, but shouldn't be a problem. Oil looks good, smells good. Check to make sure the gasket's there, the O-ring that goes around. I'm just going to drop that in. I'm going to let that drain for a little bit, maybe 5-10 minutes, go have myself a cup of coffee, and then I'll put the new filter in and start filling her up. Alright, well, nothing seems to be dripping out anymore. So make sure it's all clean, nicey nice. And make sure there's no extra gasket material on there. I know I read in the forums that sometimes an O-ring or gasket material will be stuck on the surface there, and you'll end up putting two gaskets, you know, the new gasket over the old gasket, and you don't want that. It looks clean, it's bare metal. That's what you want. Now I use the K&N 204. If you can see that or not. Got good reviews online. A lot of the guys are using them. They like having the nut on the end rather than having to use the filter wrench, so I figured why not. I don't mind paying the extra buck or two. I dipped my finger in the oil and just added a little to the O-ring. I'll put that on hand tight for now. You don't want to over tighten it. I'm not sure what the foot-pounds of torque are, but I'm just going to snug it up. And then when it comes to, you know, I feel the resistance, just a little boop. That's it. That's all she wrote. Now we'll fill her up. Alright guys, so here's the dipstick. You have the first notch here, the upper notch, and then the lower notch. You want your oil to be right in between this area here. You don't want it up here. So I'm going to try to fill just below this upper notch here. Now I use a filler. I'm using a gallon jug, so I have one of these tubes so I can just put it right in without using a funnel. Now it takes 3.6 quarts. I'm going to try to put like 3.5, guesstimating, and I'll start it up. Run it for a minute or two, let it sit, and then check the oil again. I don't want to add too much. I know I can always add some later on. I think it'd be much harder to take some out. Well, so we'll go with that. That looks about right. And we'll let it sit a couple minutes and then I'll check the oil. Alright, well that's it. The oil level's good. We're right at just below the upper notch. I took the top case off. This is the mounting on the top case. Nice, still looks good for the cap of 35. So the next video, I'll be putting on I probably won't be doing the side luggage at all. I'll be doing the panniers. I'll probably wait because I want to put some sort of bracket straight down to keep them from flapping around. But I have to take off the plastic. I want to put the custom seat on and then wire in the outlets for cell phone charger, things like that. Alright guys, well this is changing the oil 101, I guess. I know there's one other video out there that did it as well, and I gotta say he's spot on. I was very lucky. I didn't have to drive a screwdriver through the oil filter. It came right off with a pair of channel locks. I was quite psyched about that. It did take I would say right at 3.6 quarts, just under the gallon. And then I'll transfer what's left into a little bottle that I can keep on the bike if I need to add it. Still loving the bike, so that's some of the upgrades, like I said. Next up will be the seat and the electrical part of it, probably one video after. I'll probably do a total of 3 videos and then wait and do the one on the what are they? The Core-Tech side cases. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please do so. Leave me a comment. Love hearing from you guys. And subscribe if you didn't. Share this video. And make any recommendations that you think you want to tell me, or anything that I might have done wrong or I'm missing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Safe out there traveling the tubes. Take care.